I just started getting reinvested in two new characters. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I like the vibe we're kind of get here. This is interesting. Like, I'm kind of being drawn to these characters. And then I'm sucked out of that again, back where we were. I'm like, I've never had a TV show, a show where, like, the writing was actually really good. Like, the storyline was good. Like, that was really interesting. And I understand what you're trying to do. It's still related with Moff Gideon stuff, so clearly you're trying to go somewhere with this and tie it in. But, like, why was this not pushed to the next episode? Like, if you're going to start it that way, like, why was this not pushed to the next one? Or make it this one and then go into what happened the next episode.
Or sit there and do something right before it transitions that makes sense. Like, oh, they go back to the lab thing and they see the reminds us of when they're flying away and escaping, put us on that other planet again, and all of a sudden we're reminded of the genetic stuff, and then the scene shifts. Like, do something like that. But dude, you went to, like, it was really crazy, man. Like, it was nuts. I don't know, dude. It was definitely something where, like you said, I also backed out of the episode to see if I was still on the same one, or if I accidentally clicked next or something. I was like, dude, yeah. Wait, what just happened here? So I thought that was kind of funny. But in any event, what are some of the debates that you have? I'll let you kick us off with your first debate here, and let's get into that part.
How do you think this doctor and these two characters correlate to what's going on with Bo-Katan, Din Djarin, and Grogu? Like, how do you think it's going to correlate? Do you think it's going to have anything to do with the clones that he was talking about? Do you think they're going to bring Moff Gideon back at some point, and that's going to tie in because she was working with him before? How do you think this is going to correlate?
So I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. And what I mean by that is that I think they are going to bring Moff Gideon back eventually at some point, because the fact of the matter is, we never consider anyone defeated till we see the body, right? And all we know is he got taken away, and it's already speculative about what's happened to him since. Like we said, that one guy thought he escaped, the other guy thought he's been mind flayed, and whatever. But what I would say is that I think, to the other point, I think it's going to tie in with the genetics and the cloning. So there was a reason why those tanks were shown to us in season 1, and there was a reason why that Dr. Pershing had those recordings of stuff they were attempting and stuff they were trying. So if I'm going to take a stab in the dark guess, I guess this would be my hypothesis, is that, let's take it from where we're at here with this episode. I think that it's possible that G68 is trying to turn Dr. Pershing against the New Republic,